This is Charleston's best kept secret. Bee City Zoo is unlike any other zoo you've ever been to and is totally unique.
Yes, we just discovered this 4 years ago, and since then we come every year, and our favorite time to come is Christmas time because it's just amazing.
What makes this zoo unique is that it takes no funds from the federal government, allowing it to operate outside of federal guidelines. So you might find yourself feeding a tiger with a ski pole, holding a monkey yourself, or even petting a longhorn on the safari ride out in the back, all of which is incredible.
So are you ready to take a look together? Let's go!
Come on. Today, we're at Bee City, 35 miles outside of Charleston and about 25 minutes outside of Somerville, and this zoo is amazing. So right off the bat, when you arrive, they've got this brand new entrance that's built fake rocks and waterfalls. You hear the waterfalls as you get out of the car. It's really cool. Bee City has come so far since its humble beginnings. As you go in, this is the entrance. Admission is going to be $24, plus you're going to want to add on the $5 wagon ride in the back. Hey, Julia.
Cuckoo!
And then this is just the start of the lights right as you come in. We've got the Christmas trees here. It's going to get a lot crazier. They have so much fun activities for kids that you can pop in. And then look over here. We've got horses. I'm way too big to be up on this. I nearly broke the horse. So, I mean, this is for kids. Yeah, look at me. I've got to start doing yoga.
Well, let's take a look at the animals. I mean, there's so many different varieties. My favorite one, though, I think everyone's absolute favorite is the tiger. When we came during the day, sometimes she's just sleeping, but man, at night, she comes alive. Look at her here, chasing Paul. She kept going back and forth, and yeah, Paul almost got hurt trying to run from the tiger so close to you. And then just random animals are literally walking in the streets. There is turkeys that survive Thanksgiving. And here Paul is petting the alpacas. The alpacas are so cool. I really love them.
Alpacas have the most emotions on their faces. So these animals are so cool to see in person and to feed. And then, yep, we have the turkey that survived Thanksgiving. And then they actually have real reindeer. The kids went nuts over these. I mean, they look like they stepped off of a Hallmark card.
And just like when you think you've seen it all, then he surprises you again with more exotic animals. You're like, what are they doing in South Carolina? And you'll see more later on. But here are the spider black monkeys. These are so fun. They want to perform for you. You can stay in front of them for a long time and they'll keep jumping around, right? It was so fun to look at them.
So over here, you see the Wonderland wagon ride is over there to the right. And then the nature trail circle has tons of animals, and we're just at the beginning. So get ready for something really exciting. And let's see. Okay, left, right, you can go either way. Goats, foxes, deer, sheep, zebras even. And the zebras are really cute. And then they have different types of food that you can feed the animals: birdseed, monkey-o's, oats, and carrots. And each one goes to different types of animals. And then the park rules as well. So you're going to want to make sure that obviously you're not bringing food in to serve to the animals. No alcoholic beverages are allowed. Shoes are required. You're going to not want to have too much on the loud noises side so that we don't scare the animals. And obviously throwing objects into enclosures is not allowed either. As we keep on moving through the park, what you're going to love doing is feeding the alpaca. This is like really ticklish. You're going to see me totally crack up here because they're so gentle and they just really easily eat the oats out of your hand, and they're so happy to do it. You cannot get this experience at a normal zoo, and their expressions and the way that they look at you is honestly just completely adorable. And look at this guy. Oh my goodness. My son gave him this, and he was just having the time of his life chewing and feeding all of the animals and feeding the reindeer. I mean, this is stuff that looks like it's out of a storybook with all the Christmas lights, and as the sun goes down, super special.
Something so cool too is that they have this inside area where they bring a baby kangaroo. You can see here, he's a little skittish because he's just a baby. I think he was maybe 5 or 6 months old, and the kids got to pet him and we got to have this very cool encounter. There are a lot of areas in the park where you can wash your hands, washing stations where you can sit down to enjoy a meal. You can purchase a meal there or you can bring your own. And here you just see squirrels running all around. Here's the alpacas again because they're just so cute. They're really steal the show. And then animals and birds. Something really cool about birds is that you can go and feed them inside the bird cage. So that's a very fun experience. But there's kangaroos there. There's the kangaroo experience, and you can get inside their areas and get to pet them all. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living in Charleston, South Carolina, then subscribe below and tap the notification bell so you can be the first one to know about the current market in Charleston, South Carolina, and a lot of fun things to do here once you finally get here.
My name is Paul Smith, and this is my beautiful wife, Julia Smith, and together we run the Paul Smith Real Estate Team. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making their move to Charleston, South Carolina, and we absolutely love it.
Whether you're moving here in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All of the information is in the description below, so we can help you make a smooth move to Charleston, South Carolina.
One of the cutest animals in the entire place is the Patagonia cavy. And these are so unique looking that they're going to shock your kids. And honestly, the first time I saw them, they shocked me. So make sure that you don't miss those. And when the sun sets and you're getting ready for all the lights to come on, the animals know that it's about to be feeding time and they get really, really active. So the park is going to be mostly empty because everyone who just had day tickets is getting ushered out. And then the few that are left behind are going to enjoy just a spectacular Christmas light show that's coming up. And look what we caught. We caught the donkey scratching his booty on the post. This was really cool and fun. Dodge City, you can see in the background, they have all these little houses built, and the horses actually get fed through this, what looks like a water wheel. So you can put little treats there and roll it to him. And you can see he's saying, hey, come on, give me a treat. And then restrooms and hand washing stations are everywhere. You know, if you're feeling a little bit grody from dealing with the animals, you can go ahead and get your hands washed and cleaned up. These monkeys look like old men and totally had us cracking up. And then of course we had the little tiny monkeys. They were so fast and the boys were like, wow, these are fast like squirrels. And of course that's what they're named after, the squirrel monkey.
This fun house is so cool for kids. You get to go inside and all of the flooring is up and down and sideways, and it just gives you a headache walking through it, but the kids just have so much fun walking through it. And right now it's all decorated for Christmas. It looks like Santa workshop inside, and all these little elves are all around, and they just make something for so much fun to take a little breaks from the animals. Here you see I'm petting the bunnies. They're just so soft, and you get to go inside their fence and pet them all.
Yeah, so the bunnies, it doesn't cost extra to go in and pet them. They have their own little areas where they can kind of sleep, and the kids get in there, pet them. They don't want you picking them up, but you just hop in there. It's not like a staff member is there to manage it. It really is kind of DIY, walk through and just enjoy yourself at Bee City Zoo. Of course, they have the little koi pond here with the fish, and then the huge Nemo, which is a new addition this year from last year, and really cool. The kids loved seeing, something that related to a movie. Of course, we have the lemur with the cool tail, and he was talking to us right here. And then throughout the entire area, there are going to be beehives because Bee City is famous for its honey. You'll see in the gift shop that there is tons and tons of honey, and their honey is famous locally. It's in all the grocery stores. Bee City honey is the best you can get because it's from local sources. We've got the huge grizzly bear over here, which is another addition, and then Bee City Hall, and the focal point for a Christmas photo with the Mr. and Mrs. Snowman in Bee City Hall. And you'll see all of these beehives leading up to Bee City Hall. You can actually see real live bees in a kind of enclosure that showcases what does it look like to actually make and create honey.
Those fun dinosaurs are also in the back part of the place, and the kids just love to go and ride them, and they're a new addition so that it can kind of break up the looking at the animals and then have fun play with these dinosaurs that kids just love to climb on. And then this area is just so fun when it gets dark and they turn on the light. You can get s'mores and you can make your own s'more on the fire.
And the Siberian tiger, what is so cool about this enclosure is that you're not going to see this at any normal zoo. Basically, you have two very strong chain link fences separating you and the Siberian tigers and you and the snow leopard. And we actually caught the snow leopard, which is normally just sleeping up here on its perch, hopping down. And you got to see this. Whoa, so cool to see it hop down and to actually engage a little bit with us. This animal is normally very shy, and he actually did come out and kind of look at us and engage. Very unusual. But again, you get this if you're staying towards the evening to where these animals become much more active. Now, look at this. Can you believe that they have full-size African giraffes here with windows? And man, do they have personality. You can feed them carrots, and they absolutely love the food that you hand them. So much fun. And again, it doesn't cost any money to feed them carrots. You have to get the carrots, but you just get to walk through the zoo and kind of enjoy yourself.
And the zebras, they're so cute too. They're just towards the end next to the giraffe and all these other animals. As you can tell, it's getting dark and we're all getting ready. But man, those goats kind of gave us a show. It was so cool. We stayed in front of them for a long time. They kept jumping and pretending, I'm the king of the world.
Then we have longhorns and cows. Every animal, what's so special about this place is that as the lights come on and it gets dark, they all come alive with a unique type of energy that it's contagious, and it gets you excited about what's going to happen as well with your time at Bee City over the Christmas time. Look at Julia spinning in the lights. This is when all of the lights started to come on and it started to get exciting. And wow, Julia, tell them about this.
In the Enchanted Forest, look at this. All these lights are just unbelievable. It takes them a long time to put every single light on every single tree. And doesn't it look amazing? They're really mesmerizing in person. You walk through there and you feel like you're in another world.
So the hot dogs and corn dogs thing was closed when we were there. It wasn't the weekend. But this is where you can grab food and get under the pole barn, enjoy yourself. And then over here, S'moreland, it's finally lit up where you can light up s'mores and enjoy them with the kids. Then we have all of this Three Kings coming to the manger scene on top of the pole barn. This is all right next to the Siberian tiger enclosure.
And throughout all this, great Christmas music was playing that really was putting you in the mood.
So this is us getting on to the carriage pulled behind the John Deere and going into the Winter Wonderland carriage ride. They have dinosaurs, and it really kind of breaks it up because it's not just all Christmas. They have some other fun things that you might not expect back here in the trees.
And they say that every year they change what they put out there. So maybe one year you'll see dinosaurs and you'll come back next year and you'll see something completely different, which will keep you entertained. Here we are. We all enjoyed it. We had my parents, our children. No matter if you're young, if you're old, if you're a Grinch or not, you're gonna love it because these lights are just absolutely magical.
The video really doesn't do it justice. I think it looks pretty incredible on video, but being there in person, especially looking at this tree that I'm pointing to, the amount of time it must have taken to put the lights into these trees is incredible. So I spoke to the staff here and they actually start decorating for Christmas in August. So it takes them months and months and months to be able to get this forest ready. And there's fun stuff that the kids absolutely loved, like the piggies and like, I think you saw a Sasquatch earlier. And look at the reflection in the pond here. It switches from fun to beautiful in a matter of seconds.
And this wagon ride take a whole 20 minutes, so that it's not just a quick in and out. Yes, we've seen the trees, but it keeps going. You feel like it's about to end, and then it takes another turn and brings you again to a next area where, see here, we're in the magic forest, and there are these beautiful butterflies and all the fairies on top of the trees that really are mesmerizing.
And you see here on top of the trees, there are honeybees, which showcase back to Bee City and how they create honey for everyone. So the bees are kind of hidden throughout all of Bee City so that you can see and go back to the original culture that started the entire thing. And then finally, Julia, what do we have?
We're here at Santa's sleigh. There is a whole part outside of the park where you can go in and sit on Santa's sleigh and take a picture on it with your family.
If there's something in Charleston that you want to have us feature on our YouTube channel, go ahead and comment below with what that might be, and we might do a video specifically just about that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on anything. And if subscribing is too much commitment, Paul, I'm asking too much, then will you smash the like button for us? We're really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. Whether you look...
It's fine, let me just... And then, oh man.
Hey.
Oh, it tickles! It tickles! Oh my goodness, that...
Take a pull of hammy. Take a pull of hammy.
Awesome earlier.
Pull the hammy.
It is way too cold out there. I'm gonna stay in here.
Edward.
Edward.